Today I'd like to show you how to refund a customer for an overpayment. Now on my videos I like to show you things that don't happen very often, and this would very seldom happen. So what we do is we go into customers. We're going to select a customer that's going to overpay. I'm going to pick Adwin Co. here. I'm going to receive payment of this invoice. We'll put the payment method as check and the check number. And he's going to overpay it by $200, so I'm going to make this $1,895. Now what will happen is that will leave a $200 credit on the customer's account. So we're going to save and close that. Okay, now we're going to go, you see that there's minus 200 in his account right now. We're going to go in and see what the account looks like. Okay, so this is still open. It says partial, and we want it to say closed, and we want it to connect to the check that we're going to do for the customer. So now I'm going to call the customer, and I'm going to say, Adwin, I'm just calling to let you know that you overpaid invoice 1010 by $200, and just letting you know that you can deduct that from your next payment. And he's going to say, well, you know, this is a one-time transaction. I won't be doing business with you anymore, and I would like the $200 back in the form of a check. So I said, okay, Adwin, I will do that. I mean, it's the customer wants a check, you need to give them a check. So what you do is you click on the plus sign here, and this may sound odd, but you go under suppliers and select check. It sounds odd because it's suppliers, because we're going to select a customer and not a supplier. And you can do this. Adwin Co. Okay. There we go. The check number is sequential. So the account is accounts receivable. And I'm going to put a description in to refund overpayment of invoice number 1010, and I will just copy and paste that and put it in the memo. Okay, the amount is $200. Now, if you have if you have billable items ticked off when you set up your company, you can put the customer name here, but you don't necessarily have to do that. So I'm just going to leave it blank, just in case, just to show you that if you don't have it, you don't need it, because it's already here up at the top, his name. So I'm going to save and close this. Okay, and now you can see that the $200 showing as paid on his account. But this is still open. It still says partial, and we want it to say closed, and this is how we do it. You click the plus sign, and you go into receive payment, and you put his name here, Adwin Co. And we don't really need to put anything here because we're just clearing this. So there's the check expense, check number 2077 for $200. We're going to tick that off. And there's the unapplied payment of $200. We're going to tick that off. And so the amount received is 0. So save it and close that. And now, as you can see, this says close. It does no longer say partial. So there's no longer a negative anywhere in this account. So I'm going to click on that, and it shows both the invoice and the check. And that's exactly what we want. So I hope for some of you that maybe that answered a question that you didn't realize that you could do. Anyway, have a great day. Bye now.